Ladies and gentlemen, he's my buddy, he's my pal, he's my compadre. There he is, Scott Stapp. Hi,
What's
friend.
up, brother?
Well, how is Nash Vegas treating you? You and the wife, Jacqueline, everybody good?
We're doing good, man. We're now chicken farmers. We're raising chickens. We built a chicken coop last weekend, and got some chickens and some ducks, and we're quarantine cooped up, man. So we're creating projects, man, for the kids, and it's been fun.
Is this something that you just sit around watching TV and you're like, so kids, do you want some new pets? Okay, let's get chickens. Like, how does this just happen?
Well, we had chickens in Florida for a time, a number of years ago. And so we had talked about it, and it seems like my wife, in her genius, in her wisdom, every time something kind of maybe life-changing or heavy or anything that's a shock to the routine happens in our family or in our kids' life, we always end up with a new pet.
It's a good way to deal with things.
You know what I mean? And I think it's brilliant. And so I got home one day from a run. I was running through the trails, and there was a bunch of chickens downstairs, and a feeder, and there was another, and they had the lamps, and they're little babies. And I'm like, what is this? I wasn't consulted. But I acquiesced, and happy wife, happy life, happy kids. And so now we will be selling straight from the Stapp family farm, the Stapp fresh eggs. We're getting a lot of input from the fans on like what we should feed them to make the eggs taste better. And honestly, I've never been able to tell like whether one egg tasted better than another egg. Have you?
No.
No.
I feel like they all taste the same. What about you?
Well, I'm worried that, you're talking about, hey, everybody come down to the farm and eat eggs. Is somebody going to eat like Dolores the chicken, or they're all safe?
They're safe. In lieu of a lemonade stand, I thought, my kids could possibly sell eggs. It's just an idea. I'm just kind of brainstorming.
I love that. Now, have you named the chickens yet?
We've got it. We've got on my Instagram, we've got a contest going on the names of the chickens. Some of the suggestions have had me in tears. And so, keep them coming, because we are going to pick from the names the fans have suggested.
Hey, listen, Scott, man, thanks so much for your time this morning. I'm really proud of you, dude. I mean, I've known you. It's funny because, when I first met Scott Stapp, my friend, years ago, he was in the band Creed, and at that time it was a different moment for a lot of us. Our lives were in a big, crazy turmoil and change. And
yeah, man,
your life had just blown up, and you went from like 0 to 60 real fast with that band. And that was a game changer for you, because you guys were just in the Tallahassee area. I'll never forget going over to Floyd's and seeing you guys performing there, and they were like, there's this band called Creed, and it was amazing to see you guys. And then when things started blowing up, it became a whole different beast. And do you look back at that time, Scott, that it was almost too much too quick for you and for everybody?
It happened fast, but I wouldn't have wanted it any other way, man. It was awesome. It was an amazing experience. We all did the best that we could and had a blast doing it and made a lot of memories. It was awesome, man. And it was awesome to come back together in 2009 and tour for 4 years with Full Circle. And it was like we just picked up where we left off. And so man, I got nothing but positive memories, brother. It was one heck of a ride, and still is, man. Still is.
Well, listen, you got a solo project, and I mean, much love to the guys that are doing their own thing, the other members of Creed, and they're also great guys, good people. But everybody's changed and doing their own things, and like yourself, you're doing a solo album, and let me tell you, the new single off of that album called Survivor,
it's so good.
It could not have happened at a better time. That song hits home for so many and for what's going on. We will survive through all this. Can you tell me a little bit more about that song?
Yeah, man. I mean, basically, it was just about a mentality, a way to approach life, to approach, you know, adversity, struggle, challenges. You know, when I wrote the song initially, the lyrics, I was going through something, man, something difficult, something tough. And I was kind of like speaking things about how I wanted to feel prior to feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? Like positive affirmations, like saying I feel this way, saying I'm going to get through, saying everything's going to be all right, even
like
though
a
inside,
manifestation.
yeah, exactly. Even though I didn't believe it at the time, man. And then I got to the other side of the situation, and that mindset, that survivor mentality, helped encourage me, motivate me, and keep me focused to power through and have the strength, man. And so I encourage everyone out there. I know, you know, times are tough, man, and there are people that are struggling. And, you know, my foundation, my wife's foundation, and a lot of other people out there, I'm sure 93X is doing stuff too to help people, man. You know, we're all rallying together to try to help each other to get through this, so we can look back and all realize that we are survivors. And this is just another example of the strength we have as human beings, man. So it's crazy, man, because we picked out the song to be the next single. I think I sent an email to you, Roach, like November of last year about, you know, what single I should go with, what your thoughts were. And we didn't even know or have any idea that this was coming. So,
and that's what I was just going to say, the release of that. And, you know, obviously you had that Survivor tour planned, which, you know, we all know about touring right now too. But it's, you know, not only with your song, but there's so many songs, maybe not just released now, but in music in general, that it's kind of taking on this whole new, you know, meaning and feeling to it that, you know, you had this song written for a while, you know, talking to him about it in November before this was even a thought to anybody. And it's just the relatability, you know, everybody goes through things on their own schedule and as their own lives happen. But when all of us are going through this together, it's really, I mean, music is, you know, more powerful than ever, I think. And, you know, a song like yours it's just so perfect for this time. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
We've got something a little game we like to play with you, if you don't mind.
Let's do it, man.
This is going to be really good. Now, what if we decide to call it, How Much Does Scott Know Scott? Or
How much does Scott know about Scott's words? All right?
Wow.
So we're going to give you some words of your songs, and you have to tell us what song it is.
Let's
all right,
see.
ladies
so
first.
now, am I going to tell him the name of the album it's on?
No, you're not telling him anything.
Oh, okay.
It's his song. You ain't telling him.
Okay.
Scott.
All right. Okay. So here's the first one. Ready? Okay. I'll take a breath. I'll take her by my side. We stand in awe. We've created life.
Softball.
Right down the middle.
With arms wide open.
Ding, ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding,
ding.
ding. Yeah, that was like that. You gave him the under.
Oh, no, that was good. That was good. Thank you for that to start off.
That was the first one to ease
All right,
you in.
give him number 2.
Okay, number 2. I see your soul. It's kind of gray. You see my heart. You look away.
See my wrist. I know your pain. I know your purpose on your plane. What's this life for?
He knows
it. Number 2, baby. All right, here comes number 3.
Okay.
We got 5 to go. We're doing a total.
Wow.
Of 5.
All right, and this one comes off of
Don't tell me.
No, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell him. It's one of my favorite albums of any band of any time. I love this album. And here's the song. We've seen our share of ups and downs. Oh, how quickly life can turn around.
My Sacrifice off the Weathers album.
Killing it!
That's
Here's
awesome.
another one. Okay. I have run to the ocean, through the horizon, chased the sun. I've waited for the light to come.
Great Divide.
Wow.
He knows his
You know
words.
your music. What do you know? All right. This was a song that changed my world, really, man. Years ago, we've all had our dark times, and this was a very dark time for me. But when this song came out, it was a moment that I had of reckoning with a higher being, if you will. And that's all I'm going to say. So I say it's funny how silence speaks sometimes when you're alone.
It's funny how silence speaks sometimes when you're alone. And remember that you feel. Again, I stand. Faceless Man.
Yes!
Wow!
Yeah, baby.
I like it.
I kind of had to sing it. I had to sing it out to jog my memory.
Yeah, man. Well, 5 for 5. What do you expect?
Right.
Hey,
I guess Scott knows Scott.
Scott, you know Scott.
Yeah, baby.
Well, hey, listen, thank you so much for the time today on behalf of the entire 93X staff, all of our friends following right now on Instagram Live. We look so forward to having you back here in Southwest Florida. I will be in touch with you. Please tell your lovely other half we said hello. And until next time, God bless and go Dogs.
Roll Tide, baby. Hey, I love you guys, man. You know I do.
Thank
Great
you,
to
Scott.
see you.
We do. We
All
hope to see you soon.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.